Okay, so Mia. Did I say it right finally?
Mommy Mia.
Jesus Christ. I'm so bad with names. Is it really my fault though if you get named something, a name that has two potential different
No, I don't take it offensively at all.
pronunciations? Actually, here, funny story on that. I think I've said this once before on the stream. I was dating this girl. Her name was, either C or Kara. So Kara or Kara.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. We hooked up. We had sex for the first time. Afterwards, this is only our second time hanging out, right? I'm like, hey, could you remind me
Oh no.
how to pronounce your name? She did not like this. Bear in mind, this is like 10 minutes after having sex for the first time, right? She was very upset. Oh, how could you forget the pronunciation of my name? And it wasn't like I forgot her name. I wasn't like, no, I knew like the spelling. I knew the exact spelling. I just didn't know how to pronounce it. Yeah. The shit has two different potential pronunciations. Kara. So I had a, and okay. Jesus, I land the plane, Brian. Jesus Christ. English is my second language. I can't speak properly. There was no subsequent. So based solely on the fact that I butchered the pronunciation of her name, there wasn't. She used that as pretext for us to not hang out.
That gave her the ick.
It gave her the ick.
You know what's weird though is like, was there a way you could have figured it out without having to ask her?
I was
That's
gonna say like a
How?
coffee
I
order.
don't know either. But like, in which way did you need to know the name right away?
Rachel.
Hey, yo, Rachel. Wait, you can pull that one up. Oh, sorry, I'll do it. I got it. Yo, Rachel. We'd love to have you on. You're dope. Your husband's awesome. So whenever you want, love to have you on.
Your husband called me a lot of names, Rachel.
Oh. There you
It's
go.
all right. He's a smart guy. I like it.
What was the question?
Oh, I was just saying, like, maybe, like, did you need to know it right then? Because you're just being honest and direct. Like, hey, how do you pronounce it? Is it Kara or Kara? But like, I'm maybe more cowardly than you. I'd have just waited until like the next day and then try to figure out.
Maybe heard someone else say her
yeah,
name.
something.
Like,
Was there another way to find it out?
Probably. I feel like I'm a pretty direct person and just very straightforward and very to the point.
Yeah.
So
Worked against you on that.
And
one.
I think I have pretty, well, I don't know. Do I have thick skin? Sometimes I get fucking salty on this podcast. I get super tilted on this podcast sometimes. So I don't know. Do I have thick? I don't know.
I have a rule now where like no one can disrespect me even a little bit. So like for relationships, like I'll be assertive about it in non-relationships, but in relationships, it's like no chances. Like it's just telling to me, and if it's not telling, then like I don't really care to stick around to find out.
So like if you were in that girl's
If someone would do something to me
Kara's-
that I wouldn't do to them, that's disrespect to me. And I don't know if she probably just had a different mindset. I'm not saying she's right. I'm just saying that could be an explanation. Like I think that it's kind of a big reaction to a small thing, but maybe she just has a rule like that.
Yeah, but maybe in her mind she's like, I get why she'd be mad about that, but I don't know if it's a break-upable offense. Yeah. But also, in my mind, I was thinking, how would I navigate that? I don't think I'd ask.
No, I would have
just
thought
wait.
like you forgot my name.
Try to be creative
Try
or
to
something.
be like, oh, let me just like save the pronunciation so I can get that name back.
Just been like, is it pronounced like this or like this? Sorry.
That's what he did do.
Oh really?
Well, that's what he did.
Yeah,
I don't think you're wrong.
Then
I
she
think
knew.
she might have
Taking it the wrong way.
taken
You're
it
not
the wrong
wrong.
way and reacted a little more aggressively.
Yeah, but you don't care how anyone says your name.
I really don't.
He goes to me or mine, and you still have an answer. You go, just say
yeah,
whatever
because she's
you
a
want.
normal
Yeah,
person.
I'm normal. I played basketball for 8 years with one coach, and he literally only called me Maya, so I'm used to it.
but I think that's an L for her. Like we
I think
just
so too.
fought.
I agree.
And you want to no longer, we were otherwise having a good time. And because let's say I'm wrong. Let's just assume jerk move to forget the name.
No.
Is that something that is that forgivable?
I don't.
think that's
I think
forgivable.
100% forgivable.
Let's say
I
I'm a
actually
jerk,
agree with you
right?
100% on the situation. I was thinking how I would do it, and I go, I'd
right.
probably cowardly wait till the next day.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's always so funny. Like women often say, oh, it's so important to communicate, like, da 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 da.
They don't.
Well, okay, hold on. This is me communicating, like, sorry, I fucked up. I forgot how to pronounce your name properly.
Yeah.
Blame your parents. They named you a ambiguously pronounced name, like Kara, huh? I don't know how to pronounce that shit.
Honesty. There's a book called Honesty, I think, or Truth, or something along those lines by Sam Harris, and he talks about how like honesty is always the best solution. You can never find a solution.
You gotta be honest.
Ever find a but there's a point like if someone says, "What about if your wife is asking, do I look okay in this dress or something?"
No, I would just tell her.
Right, but he was going, if her only motive is just she needs to hear something kind from you, then that's not really lying. You're just kind of going, you always look beautiful to me, or something like that, like in that way. Because directness works in your advantage probably 99% of the time, I'm guessing. And then that was one of the scenarios where you're like, oh shit, maybe this directness.
Does it change anything for you girls if it was like, let's say it was during sex?
Ooh.
Like if he mispronounced your name during sex.
If
like he's like pulling your hair and shit. He's in your ear talking all kinds of, you know how it is, right?
You learned about Brian.
You know the game. You know the game, like right. He's okay.
So
and
I
he's
think Brian's
whispering.
actually being
He's
honest,
biting
and
your
he's
neck
saying
till
that
it
he actually
bleeds.
did it while
No.
they were-
I swear it was afterwards. I swear it was afterwards. But what if it was during?
If it was during, because literally my name is always getting asked, I would genuinely not care. But if it was different, where you and I, if I was her, you and I were together, let's say for a week, we had been seeing each other for a week or two by then.
Yeah.
Then obviously I would be offended. It'd just be like, okay, you've heard me when we went to coffee or whatever it may have been.
It was like.
You said
it
2
was
days.
the second date.
Then I wouldn't be offended.
Maybe it was either second or third, and we'd only been talking for like 2 weeks or something. I don't know.
But also it's different if you said like someone completely different. Like if you said like a completely different name that
He's
wasn't
fucking her and he
even
goes,
close.
Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I called. I knew
it's
the
close.
spelling. I knew the spelling. It's
Yeah.
not like I didn't know her name. It's not like I was like Gertrude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more we talk about it, the more I'm on your side on this because you're like, listen, we've went on 2 dates. How many times have I said your name out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about a million things. I could tell you where you work. I could tell your opinion on this. I could tell you, but like you don't say your name very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, just remind me of the pronunciation. Yeah, I could tell you a million things about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.